Welcome back to my Fusion for Absolute Beginner series, where every week we've been taking a tool in Fusion and making a 3D printable object with it. This week we will be making this simple modern phone stand using sweep. And sweep is great for taking almost any shape and moving it along a path. Let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do is create the side profile of my phone stand. To do that, we're going to hit Create Sketch and a vertical plane. And this is just basically the general shape of what you want your phone stand to be. So I'm going to hit my line tool. And actually, I'm going to create a construction line first. Just down the middle, check mark, enter to get out of the line tool, select it and hit X. Now select off it and go back to your line tool. And this is where we'll create the side profile sketch. So from here, going to create my bottom line first. And this one, I do want to go ahead and add the dimension. The rest of them, I'm not going to worry about the dimensions until after I get my fillets and everything on it. So from here, this one, I do want it to be about the same as the width. My phone with the case measured at 84. So we're going to do 80, not 845, 85. And then click. And I want this line to be 90 degrees, and I'm just going to click out. This one at an angle. This is where your phone's going to sit. I want it to be 90 degrees, and I want the ledge to be 90 degrees as well. And check mark. Enter to get out of the line tool. Now we'll go ahead and add our fillets and then do all of our dimensions. So for here, fillet, select this little triangle, pull up, and I think I want mine to be 10 millimeter fillet. So I'm going to type in 10, enter, and then I'm going to do my fillets around where my phone's going to sit. I want those to be at 2 millimeters. And while I'm still in that tool, I'll go ahead and fillet this side too. So I'll click this line and this line, and then hit enter to get out of that. Reason why I didn't fillet this edge with those is because if I were to fillet this, it would have automatically done 2. And if I would have changed the measurement, it would have changed those as well. And I want this one to be at 5 millimeters. So 5 and enter. And now that we've got our fillets, we'll go ahead and do all of our dimensions. So the first dimension I'm actually going to do is the angle at which our phone stand will be angled for our phone to sit. So I'm going to grab this line and our construction line. And I found that 19 or 20 degrees is a good angle for your phone to sit back on. So I'm actually going to do 19 degrees and enter. And while still in our dimension tool, I'm going to go ahead and do the dimension from this line to our bottom line to make sure there's enough room for the cord to go through without being bunched up. This, I figured about 38 was a good measurement. Enter. And for this one, do 45. 45, 46. Enter. Then I also need to make sure this is at the right length that I need it, which actually is 25. Okay, so we're going to undo that 45. As long as it's more than 45, it should work. So I'm going to undo that. And the reason why I want this line to be 25 is that way it is 10 millimeters wider than my phone with its case on. So that just gives it plenty of room for when we add our sweep in and have it extruded. There is plenty of room for the phone to sit. So I'm going to grab those 2 points from below my fillets and put in 25 millimeters. Enter. And you do want to make sure, or I'll show that again, when grabbing those 2 points, it is parallel with your line. Just move your mouse back and forth until you get that parallel. Otherwise, it is a different measurement. So make sure it's parallel, click it, and type in your numbers, 25 there. So now I'm going to double check and make sure from this point to the line is more than 45. It is. It's at 46, so that will work. Mainly, you do need this measurement from the lower point to the line to be at least 38. That way you can make sure your cord's not going to be bunched up when you push it through. So from here, we're going to do this line, and I think I'm going to make this at 115. So 115, enter. Then we need this line to be quite a bit shorter than what it's showing. So again, make sure it is parallel with your line. As you can see, the measurements change with which direction it's going. So just make sure you get that parallel line, moving your mouse up and down. In this one, I'm going to do 4 millimeters. This gives it to where there's just a slight ledge when you do have it extruded, and that way your phone doesn't come off. And then it's short enough to where you can still like swipe up and unlock your phone while it's sitting on it. Then from here, we'll just double check and make sure this line right here is about half of our phone measurement. My phone is 160 millimeters length with the case on it, and that would be, I would need it at least 80, and this is at 88, so that will work. So, and that is all you need to get the general shape for your phone stand, and we're going to finish our sketch here. Next, we will create the construction plane for our sweep, and to do that, we need to create a construction plane on path. So we can go over here to construct plane along path, or you can actually hit this offset plane if you have something right here. They all come up under method. So you can hit this down arrow and go down to along path. Then I'll have you select your path. I'm just going to click the path we created and change the number to 0 so it is on the end of it. Hit OK. Then I'm going to move my plane a little bit so I can easily select it for our new sketch. So we're going to create sketch, select the new plane you created, and to make sure I'm in the right spot, I'm going to go off at an angle. So move my plane around at an angle so I can see exactly where I want my center point to be, because I'm going to create a center rectangle around this point so it will follow our path. So go to create, center rectangle, select the end of your path, and I think I'm going to do a 5 millimeter thickness, 5 millimeter thickness, and then oh wait, that's the length. I want that to be 84 or 85. Tab, and then this one for the height of it, make it 5. Enter. Yeah, make sure you're on the correct side for your measurement, or else you're going to have your rectangle going the wrong way. So that is all we need to get started on our sweep. So I'm going to finish sketch, go over here to create, and sweep. From here, it's going to have a select profile. I'm going to select that rectangle we just made and go to path, select, and select our path. And there is your phone stand. And the one means it goes all the way through your path. It's one single path that you created. So from here, I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to go ahead, go over here to sketches. I'm going to hide both of those sketches just to make it easier to select where I want to fill it. So I'm going to do my fillets first before I add the cut for my cord, just to make sure they are where they need to be, because this right here will be have fillets on it. So you want to make sure you're in the center of that. So from here, I'm going to hit fillet, and I'm going to fillet actually these 2 lines right here first and do that 1 millimeter. Hit OK. And from here, I'm going to hit fillet again. I'm going to select this path, this edge, this front one right there, and this one as well. And those are going to be a 2 millimeter fillet. I did this one as a 1 millimeter fillet because it is such a short ledge. 2 millimeters would have been too big. So I did those first at 1 millimeter and then the rest of them at 2. So, okay. And now we'll create a sketch here and a sketch on either side of this back wall. So from here, create sketch, and I'm going to select this. And now we will do a center rectangle, find the, oops, gotta click it. And that is about the center of it. And for this one, I'm going to make sure I have an OtterBox. So when I open the little thing where my cord goes, it's about 15 millimeters wide. So I want that to fit down in there so that my phone sits nicely. So that'll be, I'm going to do 16 millimeter, 16 millimeters for the width, and we'll do 12 for the height there. And then I'm going to go ahead and round out all these corners. So fillet, select each of those corners. I don't want a 3 millimeter fillet. I want a 2 millimeter fillet. And then just select these lines so it gets the same fillet. Just click on each one at each corner, hit enter, and finish sketch. From here, we're going to extrude this to create our cut. So select it, E for extrude, and then instead of typing in numbers, you can just take this arrow, click it, and drag. Just make sure it's dragged all the way through. Hit OK. I can hide that sketch, and then we'll create a sketch on this back wall. Select it, and do center rectangle again. Now I measured the cord, and I'm going to go ahead and do a 12 by 6 rectangle. So select a center point on that wall. So 6 millimeters high and 12 millimeters as the width. Enter, and then I'm going to round those corners out again. Okay, 2 millimeters. And just go around and click each line and enter. And let's move that down a little bit so I can double click my square and drag it down. I do want to keep it on that center line. I think I just made it a little bit too high, but you can double click the line and just kind of use your mouse and drag it around to put it where you want it to be. Let's put it right there. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to select it, E for extrude, take that arrow and drag to where it's all the way through. Okay. And now you have your two cutouts. So I'm going to hide that sketch. Go ahead and select fillet. So I can select this edge. So just select the inside of it. And then go up here and select the inside of this one as well. And I'm going to try to add a 2 millimeter fillet there too. And okay, and if this box is too close to this edge down here, the 2 millimeter fillet won't work. And it looks like I got it just the right amount away from it. And if the 2 millimeter fillet doesn't work, you can either go back to your sketch, drag it up and move it, or you can just do a 1 millimeter fillet there. But that is it for our phone stand. So now we're going to save it and print it. So save, and then phone stand, enter, and then go over here to bodies, make sure it's selected. Right click up here where it has what you saved it as, save as mesh, double check your settings, make sure your refinement's on high, okay. And then phone stand, make sure it's in the file you want. If it's not the file you want, hit those 3 dots to find your file and save. Now I can take it to our slicer. All right, now that I have it imported into my slicer, I'm going to change the orientation. I did try to print a couple like this and it failed. So you want to change it to where it's 90 degrees down. So to do that, make sure it's selected, hit this lay on face, and select one of those side planes. And now this should print just fine. So slice it and it is good to go. And here's your final phone stand. Now I can't show you with my phone because I'm using it to record right now, but it does in fact fit. I tested it out earlier, but I can show you the cord threading through the back and curving around to that second slot. You can see it's curved. It's not super bent, so it shouldn't mess up your cord if you were to put your phone on it to charge. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. And then let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in seeing kind of like behind the scenes of like my first prototype to my last prototype, how many prototypes in between, if there's fails and whatnot there. Yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in that. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.